Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope that you are all well. So it is Easter weekend, so happy Easter. It's Good Friday here in South Australia. So yesterday I decided I would go and check out a few secondhand stores. I'm looking for a few bits and pieces for a journal for someone and also a couple of books for someone else. So that was my excuse for hitting a few of the shops, and of course I didn't find any stuff for those, but I did find myself too much stuff again. But I got a really good selection of bits and pieces, so I'll get started. I haven't looked in this yet. British slang playing cards. Pick up a language, lingo. I thought this sounded like a bit of fun. So that's the Joker. That looks different. I'm not sure if I'm actually seeing what it's meant to look like. British bucket list. So that's what they look like on that side. Chivvy along. The fuzz. Chinwag. Hard cheese. Know your onions. Sounds like a cooking thing. Scrummy. Chuffed. Bee's knees. Collywobbles. Smashing. Full of beans. Codswallop. Cool. That'll be a bit of fun to put in people's journals. I grabbed some sticky tape because I keep running out here. So I did have heaps and heaps, but it sort of dwindled down real quickly. So I thought I'd grab them since they were cheap. This is craft paper ribbon with pattern. It's for making hats, baskets, wreaths, floral designs and that. But I love the pattern on it, and it looks quite vintage, the coloration of it. So I'm sure I can make some little pockets or belly bands or something with that. It's really, really sweet. Nice rose pattern. Then I've got a stencil. I like this one. I think it'll be nice to ink in to make some writing spots and stuff. So it's like the one that I got last time, just with some different patterns in it. Put that down with my stencils. There was this, which is a notepad. I want to have a look inside. From looking at the side, it looks like the pages are coloured. That's why I grabbed it, because I hate it when these things are packed and you feel like you can't have a look in them. And then when you open up, they've just got plain pages. Oh, they're quite nice. It's a really faint floral design. But that's nice. They're not plain. So I do like that. Love the cover of it too. Be able to do something with that. Now I'm just thinking, do I do the books? I might do the books afterwards. I'll do their fabrics. Some nice wide pink lace. This, the shop I went to gave this to me for free, which was lovely of them. That's what happens when you go to the small cash-only shops. They tend to be quite generous. Just picking up what fell on the floor then. There was this little package, and I really like the look of they're almost a teal colour. It's got a whole lot of flowers in it. I think this was 50 cents, so that was rather good. But I really love these. Little mesh flowers. I have to make some. They're cool. And then it's got these paper flowers as well. Nice gold one. So that's cool. Now I don't think I'll put them, or will I? We'll see how good I am today. They're going in. That's a good start. I had the worst night last night. I was cooking a mince dish, and I like to drain the fat out of it halfway through the process, and I got the wobbles when I was spooning the fat out, and I got fat all over the stove. And then I wanted to wipe it up before it had time to dry, but the stove was so hot that it dried before I got a chance to wipe it all up. Then I went to do some printing, and one of the colours was out, and couldn't find the colour to refill, so I grabbed a new colour cartridge, and then I found the colour to refill, of course. And then I'm printing away, and then I keep getting heaps of black ink on everything, and then I realised that I must have damaged my black ink cartridge while I was filling it, and it was just leaking everywhere. So, it was not my night. Now this is a pack of hankies that I got for $1, which I thought was nice and cheap. So we'll have a look at what is in there. Nice clean ones. Oh, purple and green, this one. Oh, a couple of them are. That's really nice. And then this one. They smell nice too. That's really pretty. They look like they're vintage too. Those ones. So I hope you're all having a great Easter weekend with your family, or just at home having a relax out in the garden, eating chocolate. I've done a bit of the eating chocolate so far. I want to get out in the garden when it cools down. It's over 30 here at the moment, so I'll wait till it cools down a bit. And got lots of cleaning and crafting to do. These are really nice. That one's quite autumnal, I reckon. Might put that to the side. And then that one. Lots of purples and greens. So that's definitely worth $1. And this next one, I love the fabric on this. I can figure out how I want to use it. It is this, and I grabbed it because I just love that fabric. I was going to take it apart to use it'd be great as a cover, but I'm funny when it comes to fabrics. I like to have the picture up the right way, and it's not really what I want for it. That's too narrow for my liking. I don't really like the TN size. It'd be perfect folded that way, but then I just don't like the way the pictures look. So I'm not sure yet, but it's a bag, and then I saw it was made by the so-and-sos at the Mount Barker Church. And it's got this paper in there, and apparently it's a spud sack for baking potatoes and corn on the cob and stuff. I would not cook in that. It's too beautiful. Instead, I will cut it up and use it for a journal cover. But isn't that fabric just gorgeous for a farmyard journal or a kitchen journal or something? Then I grabbed a table runner. It's quite a big one, this. I really love the colour on this, so that'll be cut up and used for embellishments. Found some Christmas fabric. This one's interesting. It looks like it's got prints for a lot of table runners and doilies. Like a whole heap of them. A lady stopped me when I was getting in the car to ask what I was going to do with it. But aren't they beautiful? So I thought that might make some nice covers, or pockets even with the corners. There's a fair bit of it. It's very pretty. There's this purple, I don't know what you call that stuff, but it's got that waffle sort of print and texture. So I like that. I think that would be really nice for embellishments and backing things. It's like tea towel material. And this beautiful boho fabric. This is lovely, and lots of it again. And purple and green amongst other colours. And there was this, which looks quite vintage. Oh, everything keeps falling off. I've got all this slippery stuff placed on top of each other, which is not a good thing. Finished on this pile. So So, and that whole pile of this as well. So it's green with your red and blue flowers. It's really nice. I might be able to use that on a project I'm going to do later. Then I grabbed some, it's Ada cloth. So this was $2, this bag full, which I love just getting these little snippets. That'd be great for little pieces to put on journal covers and pockets. For embroidery and cross stitch. So your different colours of Ada cloth. Different sizes as well. I'll get back in there. Shove it in there. Now, do this one next. A stitch embroidery pattern. And I keep buying these things. I like the look of the linen they've got in here. It has been started. It has this lace in there as well. And I love the colour of the cotton with it, the greens and the oranges and that. So it's got a whole heap of this beautiful lace. And an old dead rubber band. A couple of pins with the needles that someone's been using. And there's the pattern. I think it's for a cushion. Yeah, cross-stitch rose cushion. And then this must be off-cut, so that'll be great, actually. I might be able to use that for my stitch of the month that Crafty Dork is doing. I haven't done last month, so I'm going to do last month soon. Oh, yeah, so it looks like they've pretty well done it. That'd be nice on a cover or something as well, so I'll use all of it. Just put that away. Now, this next container was there last time and I didn't get it. It was $3. It says a quilter's tool for angles. Now, I'm not really into quilting, and I like the look of applique more than I do like log cabin quilting or anything like that. I'm not really into the symmetrical patterned stuff. And it looks like that's what this is for. But you never know what you're going to be doing, and I assume I might be able to use this ruler to help me cut paper on an angle if I want to. This is Creative Memories. Something about your albums. Don't know what that's got to do with any of it. Someone's cut out some shapes here. Oh, that would be to do... They'd go together like that, wouldn't they? Anyway, someone's cut out some shapes for something. Fair enough. This is a whole lot of cardboard for me to reuse. Bouncy is a round balloon in a sack, so that would be what this is for. I won't be making that. Bouncy balloon ball. So I'll just reuse cardboard. These are some shapes. Oh, they might come in handy. They're templates. Looks like there's donkey, shark, rabbit. So we'll see whether if they're any good. I might use them to cut out some fabrics or something. I've got some gold letters and stuff. Bold is beautiful. Sexy body. My husband and I. There's a surprise in my nappy. That'll be cool for some photograph layouts, scrapbooking sort of thing. You never know what you're going to get. Some pieces of paper. They make good little belly bands. Oh, here's some cool fabric. So this was going to be the bouncy ball thing or whatever. So... they can go in an ocean journal or something maybe. Quite colourful. I'll send some to Chrissy. Looks like a whole lot more stickers in here. Photo fun pack. believe it or not, this could be blackmail material. Buy, good riddance. They look like fun, actually. Peel and stick to your photograph. So it's just like a whole lot of that sort of thing. So they'll get used. Free scrapbooking frame shapes and tags with this issue of Better Homes and Gardens. So there's a star there, and there's some other shapes here, I think, little tags and that. So I'll have a better look at them sometime. I've got some cardstock scraps, some shell stickers, they're really neat, glary, and a coordinator handbook for creative memories. All right, so that was a big pile of miscellaneous items, wasn't it? That's right. I like a surprise like that. All right, now we will start on the little buttons and stuff. So someone must have got rid of a massive button collection, because there were heaps of plastic containers like this and big tins and that had buttons in them, which I could have bought them all, but I thought I'd better not. So I went for the ones that I don't have many of. Now this looks like it's mostly metal buttons, and I find that the shops around here usually charge $1 or $2 for a pack of like 3 or 4 little metal buttons. So to see this for $2, I thought grab it. So this has a pile. I mean, they're probably some sort of plastic that look like metal, but I don't care. They look cool, and that makes them lighter anyway. These ones are metal. They are really neat, so I'm really happy to get those. Black ones, gold ones. These ones have some flowers on them. Yeah, see, this says 50 cents on it, this one, so they've obviously put them all together. So it's a bargain compared to what they were. And there's a lot of them there. They'll be nice for steampunk and that sort of thing. So that was that one. And there was this for $2, and it looks like a whole lot of eyelets and that sort of thing. I don't know how I'll go putting them all together. I do have some tools here and hammers and that, so it has a little thing, how to attach for best results. But that's just from one sort. And these are all different. There's heaps of them in there. So I'll find what to use for them all, and thought that'll be a bit of fun to play around with. So it's just a big, well, not big, a little jar that's chock-a-block full of different types of eyelets and other stuff like that. That looks quite vintage too. There was a fan. This one is broken. I really love the pattern on the silk, so I might end up taking it off. You can always use the sticks for something else, and using this in a journal somehow or on a cover. For an oriental themed journal, I really like that. There were some earrings with Christmas trees and little stars up the top. Love them for a dangle on some Christmas journals. Then I bought this tin of buttons for $3 for a few of these. Now these are your white and your clear and pearl sort of buttons, which I do have a bit of, but I think all in all these are probably the ones that I would use the most. So stacks of them. So yes, Pam, my daughter has heaps of buttons to sort out now. She still hasn't sorted yours, so she's got her work cut out for her. Now we're on to sort of the books and stuff. I will start with These, I grabbed a pack of the cards last time for $2 and I really loved the cards that were in there. So I grabbed another pack today because they seem to be vintage cards. Oh, yeah, if I can get them out. Birthday one, I love that. And the florals, I love florals. Love that one too. So I've got some envelopes. Okay, I'm back. My iPad filled up as usual and cut me off. And it is actually a few days later, so I'm trying to remember where I was up to. But I think it ended with me showing you the vintage cards that I found. And I think that might be the one that I didn't get to show you. So they're all lovely. Now, while I have you guys here too, no one better to ask what something is or how to use something than you guys. So, what is this? It looks like a circle maker. Oh, I should look it up, shouldn't I? I didn't realise it had a name on it. Geez, I'm good. It's a Woman and Home it's called. Home Handy Tool. That's a bit sexist, isn't it? Anyway, circle centre, mitre gauge. Oh, it's got pleats, so it's something for sewing and hems. Oh, that might actually be handy. So I might look that up and see how you use it, because it looks like it probably needs more pieces or something. I'm not sure. So that's something that I found in one of my hauls recently. And the other thing was this, which I assume is a rubber for a chalkboard or a whiteboard. But just in case I'm completely wrong there, I thought I'd show it to you. I feel like such a noob. So yeah, there was that thing. So any ideas, let me know. All right, and then the last things that I got for my haul were some papers and books. So I'll show you the papers first. There was this wrapping paper. Really nice pattern on that. And this one, which is like your brown, we used to call it butcher's paper, I think. But it's got the lines in it, what you'd probably use to cover books and stuff. And I love the rose pattern on that one. And then some plain. And then I found some interesting books. I got this Friends Listography. Our Lives in Lists, and I thought that the pages in this would be great additions to journal pockets and tuck spots. Look at that page too, that's really cool. So it's got create your own list sounds you love and sounds you hate. Well, when my kids were young, I hated the sound of mum. That word drove me crazy. List 3 things you've lost that you want to get back, my youth. Yeah, so it's got a whole lot of things like that. My sexy birthmark. Oh, that's list your 3 most identifiable features. So it's got a whole lot of lists like that, and I thought they might be some fun to slip into people's journal pockets. Little golden book, little cottontail, because I'm a sucker for the rabbits. And he's very cute. So 1961, it doesn't seem that old. Hang on, copyright renewed 88. Still really good condition. The pictures are gorgeous colours as usual. So I'll save that one for probably an Easter journal or something like that. I love this, a rumination of cows. An amazing and diverting collection of cows to amuse and delight. Now I loved the cover of it because it looks like your old vintage style farmyard type pictures, which I think will go great in some journals. So it has poems and quotes, probably, that sort of thing, plus the pictures. And they're just really, really nice pictures of cows. Not that I really like cows or anything, but these pictures will go nice in some journals. I've got the worst indigestion. Must take some medicine in a minute. Silly me. I had cravings for orange juice and then I ate chocolate. And then I slept for a bit for the afternoon. And I tell you what, I woke up and worst indigestion. That's my bad. Reminds me of when I was pregnant with my daughter. I craved orange juice really badly and milk. Oh, and that did not go down very well at all. And in the end, I was so sick that the doctor told me I had to stop drinking both. So I found this, absolutely love it. I did put it back down because it was $5. And I thought, look, you know, I don't want to spend that much. But I looked on the inside and it's got this little pocket here. So you can make a little pad like paper pad or whatever and then slide it in. But it's really hard to go by because I think it's, you know, it's proper leather and it's been bound so nicely and it's just beautiful. And that's the back of it. Made in Italy, actually. It doesn't smell like leather, but I'm sure it is. And then it's lined with this material. So I thought that would be interesting to make some form of journal. I've got some ideas with some of the pictures I've got. Might go vintage. Trying to think of the era that I would do, but can't think of what it's called. You know, very old. Just say that. I think my brain's still asleep from a nap. Fairy Collection, Shirley Barber. It doesn't have the CD. Nice window though. Might be able to cut that out and use it on as a cover. But of course, we all know what Shirley Barber's fairy pictures are like. Gorgeous. And there's usually a lot of littler bits that you can cut out and use as well. So I think I'll have a lot of fun getting a nice collection of her fairy books. There's a lot in them. They're so worth it and I love the borders. So this is Victorian Cottage Gardens. This is 94. I love the pictures in this. And that's just the index too that has these beautiful pictures. Lovely size, a lot of them are. Even for covers and pages. And a herb garden. I'll be able to cut that down and use it as a page in a herb book. Gorgeous pictures. Another one of them silly photo albums, Natural Elegance, an album. I don't think I have this one. And there were 2 copies of it in this particular secondhand store. So I just grabbed the one because the size of these I think is really nice. And the pictures are just beautiful. These are the ones I was really interested in because you could cut them down and have them as a really nice size. And every second page is like that. And of course, if you're careful, you can peel the pages apart and use both sides. But they're really nice pictures. And then the next secondhand shop I went into had about 5 of these. So for some reason, someone was clearing out a whole lot of them. This Heart of a Nation, the cover really intrigued me. Looked quite old. It's a little expensive for my liking, but... And look, it's even fallen to bits. If that was in the shop I work in, we wouldn't have even had it for sale. But that's all right. So it's illustrated with 22 colour plates and 24 pen sketches. So it's of London. It's got a date of 1945 in it. And look at that, that's Big Ben. Love these sketches. I think I like them more than the colour pictures because the size is usable, really. Well, the size of that's usable too. Could cut it down a bit, and it's got some smaller ones. But yeah, really love the sketches. And the writing too, if you can see it. It's quite nice for the titles. I have to do a London themed journal. I find that, you know, I really learn a lot making journals because I want to do some that are just random stuff sometimes because I think that would be difficult for me because I find that I've got to like research about things and that's good for me. A bit annoying, but it is good to learn. Beautiful pictures in that though. Australian Birds Logbook. Love this too. Another one that I'll be able to fold up and put into some pockets and that. So it's full of your pages where, like, your field data records. I think it's got 2 different styles. Nice list area too. So I'll be keeping a few of them for my bird journals for when I start getting out and taking photos at the wetlands. I can write my information in these and slip them into the pockets. So I thought that was really cool. I think that was only $1 too, so not too bad. Then I've got 2 of these. Now, I've grabbed a set of these before. These are great little books. A Field Guide to Australian Wildflowers. Now, I think the covers, yeah, the covers will be lovely to reuse too. Nice size and thickness for some journals. So these are 82 that have been reprinted, and the size of the pictures in these are just gorgeous. And there's heaps of them. I've used these for some projects before, and I like that the pictures are on a cream background. They are a bit glossy, but oh well, I don't care about that. I think it's, you know, a bit of a fallacy that if it's vintage, it has to not be glossy, because I get, you know, a fair few, you know, vintage, almost antique books that have a slight gloss to the pages at times. Yeah, they're just the best pictures in this. It's such a cool size. There's a lot in there. And then the wildflower, so it's volume 1 and 2. This is volume 1. So a lot of similar pictures, different coloured backgrounds though, which is nice. And then this, which I absolutely love. I think this cost me $2 it had on it, which I think is quite cheap, although it is falling to bits and that, but that's just the way I love them, because then I don't feel so guilty if I want to make a journal with the pages. It's Lovely Flower Border, transfer free inside, Good Needlework magazine. John Martin's and Company Limited in Adelaide. I remember John Martin used to be a bit like Harris Scarfs and Myer, a big shopping centre, multi-story that we used to go and buy our clothes and that from. So I have to try and get a date for this. I'll look them up. Look at them. Adverts. I just love this sort of thing. I'm really starting to like these old magazines a lot. A bit too much, actually, because I went downtown the other night, spur of the moment, to pick up 10 copies of those Australian home journal things from the 50s. My kids were laughing at me, because I hate night driving for starters, and I don't really go out, so they find it quite odd when I'm just up and out, you know, at 8 o'clock at night going for this long drive to pick up something. And then when they find out it's more books, they laugh even harder. But yeah. Oh, Reedy Bum. Just thought I'd point that out because I can't help myself. Look, it's just full of ads, and I don't mind that. Usually I would, but I don't. Ovaltine. That's really cool. And the patterns, that's just really pretty. I might have to try a few of them out. So that was a really good find, that one. More and more I'm trying to look for the really old vintage antique pieces, because I've got so many, you know, of the later books and that. So we've got all the patterns that have been cut up here. So cool. I'll be able to use them as well, butterflies. And the patterns have actually gone onto the page here. They've sort of embossed it. So yeah, love that. And then the last one is this massive Reader's Digest Complete Guide to Needlecraft. Blame Crafty Dork for this. And Susanna Easdale from Vintage Blend Studios as well, with all of their slow stitching and that. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I tell you, my Pinterest is full of the stuff. I've just never got around to doing any of it other than cross stitch. yeah, because I'm not the best at this sort of thing, but I'm determined now to give it a go. And I looked through this book and it seemed to be quite sensible, and it has like it has everything. There's macrame and the pictures look quite sensible. As far as instructions go, it's got tatting, and you crochet, knitting. The only thing is I am left-handed. I can't remember if this had. I have to look, but it doesn't matter. I'll work it out as I always do. I remember my mum having fun trying to teach me how to tie my shoelaces because she was right-handed and I was left-handed. She got very frustrated. So Bargello. Smocking or lacing or whatever they call all of it. And cross stitch. And black work. I've done some black work. I really love the effect of black work. And then, yeah, the embroidery stitches. And I really do like the way they're done. I might even get around to pulling them out one day and making a journal for myself on the stitches. So that is the end of that op shop haul. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Take care. Have a good, I'm finishing this off on a Friday, so have a good weekend, whatever you do, and I will see you again soon. Bye.